Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Force here with some more Friday Night Magic. Today I am playing Enter the Dracomancer. I don't know. I've tried to build this deck solid, but it's just well, let's play some games and see what happens. All right. This opening hand not really that great. We're gonna draw a new one. It's looking a little bit better because we do have the play in the dragon here. And if we can get ourselves a swamp in play, the Maelstrom Pulse will come into effect. So let's go ahead and actually keep this hand. We're gonna keep this hand. So here's the deal. Playing this deck, last time I played it just as red-green. I thought it did okay. I've splashed in black though, just a little bit. We've got the Terramorphic Expanses to search for swamps. There's only a pair of swamps in here, and then just a few cards that require swamps. Now, of course, I get my opening hand with two cards that require swamps. Two good cards, mind you. It is some nice hard removal, but you know, I don't know that I'm gonna be able to play it all game if I don't get a Terramorphic Expanse, land fetch, or a swamp. So we'll see. Beyond that, we've got dragons. So it's a bunch of land ramp and then dragons. All right, we're playing the Vine Lasher Kudzu here. Just so you're aware as well, there are two new decks currently added to the game. I won't be playing them today, but I will be playing them next week. So I'm gonna pick those up and we'll go ahead and give those a shot. Let's grab our swamp here. So give us a fourth land. It'll also let us play the Maelstrom Pulses. We've got the 2/2 in play, which is nice. He has dropped down the Vine Lasher. Enters the battlefield under your control. You put a 1/1 counter. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, he gets to put a 1/1 counter on it. Oh boy, he's got two of them. Holy hell. Look at that. Good play. Good play, sir. And he probably shouldn't attack, because the next turn he'll have 2 3/3s, and I'm just gonna be sitting there like, derp, what do I do? Okay, so this is interesting because we could Crucible right now, which means we'll be able to swing with this as a 7/7 consistently. Or we can just swing with it as a 4/4. I also have the Maelstrom Pulses, which might not be a bad move, but because this bounces back to your hand basically consistently. That's what I'm thinking. So if I play this, yeah, I'm gonna play that first. We're gonna play this first, and now all of my upcoming dragons will have +3/+3. We'll see if that was a smart move. For now, I'm gonna see my 2/2. Probably for blocking. Another land's coming into play right now. These guys are going to be 3/3s. There's a Bramble Crush destroying one of my lands. That's fantastic. Destroying my swamp. So there goes my ability to Maelstrom Pulse. And that's exactly why. Good lord. I don't know. That's my problem with this deck. You know, there's any removal, be it land removal or just a direct creature removal, can really kind of mess up your deck quite a bit. All right. So we just need 3 turns of this. 3 turns swinging for 7. Here's the first turn. Do I take another 6 next? Yeah, let's make it 9 this turn. No, then I take 8 next turn. We only need 3 turns swinging for 7. I think I should save this guy for block. Okay. So we're just gonna try to win with the Archwind Dragon, I think. I think that's like our best bet here. It's gonna be 7 to swing because of the Crucible. So he plays a land. He's got 8 potential in play. I block 1. Only 4 goes through him, down to 10. He plays another land next turn. He's got 10 for victory. Crap. Even my plan that I have won't work. Does he not have another land to play? If it doesn't have another land to play, that's huge. I take the 6. That brings me down to 8. Yeah. I'll take the 6 right now. Okay, so we take the 6. That brings me down to 8. Whenever a creature you control deals to combat damage to a creature, put a quest counter before. Wait, what? Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a creature, you may put a quest counter on this card. Remove a single quest counter from it and sacrifice it. Put 4 1/1 counters on target creature. That might kill me. Alright, so we do this. I think that's gonna kill me, actually. We attack for 7. Well, unless the combat damage goes through... Unless he can't do it all in one turn. I think because of the stack, he won't be able to do it all in one turn. So the block will happen. Okay, so here's 4 and 4. I can block, and I guess depending on how the stack and damage works, I feel like he won't be able to. I think all the damage resolves at the same time. So I don't think he'll be able to get the counter and pump it up and get the 4 counters on it at the same time. Okay, what is this? Target creature gets +3/+3, and then he can reinforce it once for +4/+4. Alright, target creature gets +3/+3. Okay, so it brought me down to 1. Okay, so it worked like I thought it did. I was really concerned there. I was also really concerned about this. I see. Right. Alright, so we win. Unless he's got a way to prevent this damage this turn, we actually win. I have to be honest with you, I'm surprised. Come on, attack. Oh my god, thank you. Okay. it was buggy like that because he was leaving the game. So we do end up winning game number 1. Wow. Color me surprised. Let's go ahead and move on to another, see if we can get another victory. Game number 2 against Necrawl here. Necrawl here. I have to say, I'm surprised. I think we're playing against one of the new decks. I think we're playing against the new green deck is what we just saw. What is this? How is this opening hand? Yeah, it's okay. I actually want to draw a new hand. I just don't like not having any ramp. This one's all right too. Actually, yeah, we'll go ahead and keep this one. All right, so I have to go with. No, we'll do that at the end of his turn. I think we're gonna pick up a red here. Well, I can't do anything turn 2 anyways, right? So I'm gonna wait to see what I draw, since I can't do anything turn 2 anyways. Okay, so I drew a red, so I'm actually gonna look for a black. Because I had no turn 2 plays, so that actually turned out very well. So we're gonna look for a black. Next turn we play a green, we can Ranger. I'm playing against a red deck. I don't know which one he is playing quite yet. Search for a black there. So yeah, big problem with this deck is that removal just really screws you up. It just really ruins your day. We'll be searching through for another red since there's a lot of multi-red in this deck. There we go. Comes to hand. Removal just really screws up your day, be it removal of land or just hard removal for your creatures. It's just very hard to recover from that. And that's why I think like I said, I've been having trouble with this deck. He's gonna play 1/3 flying. Whenever an opponent is dealt non-combat damage, this gets +3/+0 till end of turn. So he pings me with damage, and then that thing gets pumped up. I see. Let's see here. Maybe we just go. Yeah, we're gonna go with the Crucible of Fire right now, and then in an upcoming turn, the dragons that we play will be huge, and it will be awesome. Right now with the 3/3, there's not much point in attacking since he can just block it and nothing happens, so I might as well leave it unblocked. So let me show you what I have. I've got the Hellkite Hatchling, Devour 1. I sack a creature, gets +1/+1. It also gets Flying and Trample because of it, and it will be a 6/6 Flying Trample because of the Crucible. I have 2 of those. I've got the Killmouth Dragon. It's a 5/5. It's got Amplify 3, so Amplify, I'll show you over here. As a creature is amplified, enters the battlefield, you may reveal any number of cards from your hand. A shared creature type gets +1/+1 for those. So I revealed a single dragon, gets +3/+3. It's awesome. All right, he hit me for 1. And let's see what I want to do this turn. I think this is just the turn where well, let's attack him first. All right, we're gonna attack him first for 2. Hopefully he doesn't kill this thing, because I want to devour it. Excellent. 2 goes through. Second main phase, we play the Hellkite Hatchling. Enters the battlefield, devour. We choose to devour this guy. He gets +1/+1, Flying Trample. He gets +3/+3 because of the Crucible. He is now a 6/6 Flying Trample. Why is this game going well? I talked about at the start of the game how, at the start of this video, how this deck, I just don't think it does that well. But look at this. Look at what's happening right now. Things are actually occurring. All right. Could do that for 2, but that wouldn't be enough anyways. We're gonna cultivate. Although I guess I should have done that after combat. We will search for a red and a green. Okay. All right. Play our stuff here, and then we attack with our 6/6 flying. Now let's see if he has anything. 6/6 Flying Trample. So you're gonna block 3 of the damage with his 1/3 flying. Does he have burn for it? It's like the answer to both those questions are no. So 6 goes through, and he or she is at 12. I say he by habit. Oh, please take no offense to it. Some people are like, why do you always say he? All right, so this is 1 damage, 2 damage, 3 damage, and you can't do it all to one thing. You gotta do 1 damage to one creature or player, 2 damage to another creature or player, 3 damage to another creature or player. So he could do like 1 damage to his own creature, 2 damage to that, 3 damage to me. He's instead gonna hit me for 5 with the Lava Axe, pumping this up +3/+0, and then he hits me for 5 in the air. So now, all of a sudden, look at that. I'm at 9, and he's at 12. Yes, my friends, that is scary. I think my play is just gonna be to get rid of this thing. This is a good play, too. At the beginning of each upkeep, I get a 1/1 flying dragon in play with Devour. That includes his upkeep. We could also do 3 damage to all creatures, but I kind of like this guy because it gets me a flying creature, and then it gets me another creature during his upkeep, which is another potential blocker. So we're gonna go like this. He comes in play, boom, he's a 7/7. I attack him for 6. That goes through. Now, it is a 1/1 red and green dragon, so it will become a 4/4. Upkeep happens, it's his upkeep. I get the guy in play, he's got Devour. I choose to not Devour. I do not want to Devour. And it's just a 4/4 by itself because of our glorious Crucible of Fire. So now we've got blockers for what he has in play. We're at 9 though, which is a very low health, but I don't see him potentially dealing 9 damage to us directly, killing our creatures and attacking us. I don't see him having fatal here. I just don't see how it's possible. So that means next turn we attack with everything. Here's a cone. Okay, here's a cone of flame. So he is going to deal 1 damage, 2 damage, 3 damage, divided how he chooses. So the 3 damage is plus, we're down to 6. Then he does 2 damage to this, 1 damage to that. So now we can attack with all these guys. And we choose what we want to do. Well, we're at 6. I don't want him to kill me. 4 damage, this thing still lives. 1 damage, this thing still lives. We kill both of his creatures. He was going for a Hail Mary there. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough. Goblin Arsonist allows him to ping an extra 1 damage where he pleases. He's going to kill off this guy. That is fine. Because right now we have Fatal in play. Get a creature with Devour. We tell it don't devour anything. And play it safe. Don't want to go too crazy. Just going to attack phase right now. We have the victory. Go like that. And that is another win. Okay, all right. Let's move on to game number 3, huh? Game number 3 against Niched Andy. Niched Tandy? Niched Andy, we get to play first. Well, only 2 lands, but we do have the explosive vegetation. I don't think I can take this. Let's draw a new hand. Okay, this is also only 2 lands, but we've got the 2 Rangers, which is a 3-drop, so it only relies on us drawing a single additional land to start doing some stuff. So we'll go ahead and keep this hand. And we will then just start off with the Force. Doesn't really matter. We just need to draw into a single additional land. We'll get the Borderland Ranger into play. If it's a Terramorphic Expanse, I hope it comes next turn. We do have the Dragon Fodder. Nice chump blockers. The big thing these are used for, though, are the Devours. Neither one of these dragons, of course, in my hand has Devour for me to show you. But yes, those are used for the Devours. So, now, where this deck struggles is against aggro. And these prior 2 games that you saw, we were playing against relatively slow decks. Right now, we are playing against a fast deck. And so if we are going to lose a game, this is going to be the game. And again, that's why, yeah, whatever, it's fine. It's a dragon deck. It's fun. It can be hilarious when you pull off victories. Inside, I was laughing very hard those past 2 games because we pull off victories, and I didn't expect to. So it's great. It's good stuff. Here we go. Let's play a mountain. Get a mountain in our hand. We can play it next turn. And then we'll have to do another mountain because we're gonna need at least 2 red, 3 red if we want to get this guy. This guy is so awesome. The dragon. And here is another, gosh darn it, Geralf's Messenger. There's the super crazy aggro zombie deck here. Gonna be the death of me. So we block this, it comes back with Undying. Block the Gravecrawler, he can play it again. Let's block this, because even though it comes back, we'll be able to kill it in its reincarnation. When it is reincarnated here. So it comes back as a 2/2, but we can kill that 2/2 with our 2/1. Okay. So let's go like this. And we're gonna drop the Ranger in play. It's a 2nd Ranger. Go with a mountain, because we need multiple mountains. Oh man, 2, 4, 5, 6. Too far away from being able to play that. And right now I need to just try to stave off this aggression. Now the big concern is if he's got, the zombie deck has a lot of zombie pump up, and if he plays any of that right now, I'm in a heap of trouble. If he doesn't, well then we've still got some stuff we can do. All right, so there's a Tendrils of Corruption. It's gonna kill that, gains life in the offset. And we block this, it comes back, we lose more life, it's also bigger. We block this, he can replay it. Our best move is to block the 2/2, which we can kill indefinitely. Still take 5, we're down to 9. And yeah, this is a loss here, guys. There's really nothing else to say about it. Gonna play the Fodder. Give us some blockers in play. We're gonna lose the potential Devour if we wanted to get like a Devour for this guy. Not gonna happen because we need to stop this damage. We're at 9. We're at 9 right now, so. Let me take 3. I'm gonna take 3. I'm just gonna block the 2/1. He can of course play it again. Actually, I probably, since that was just a chump block, well, it did use up his mana, so if he had something to play for 5, he can't play it now. Sort of deal. So we could Maelstrom Pulse, of course. But then this thing just comes back. Yeah, it's just 2 aggro for me. I can't handle it. We could play this with the Devour, making it a 3/3. We could play without the Devour. but then we can't Maelstrom Pulse. I don't know, guys. I mean, I'm screwed. He's at 24 and I'm at 6. I don't think it matters what I do, really, at this point. I'm gonna play it without the Devour. I'm not gonna give up, though. We're gonna try. Play it without the Devour. Okay. All right. So let's see what he does this turn. So here's my game plan. Block both of these. So this guy comes back as a 4/3 because of Undying. I lose life when it comes into play, bringing me down to 4. Yep, there you go. Brings me down to 4. He can then replay his zombie because he's got a zombie in play. And he's playing nothing else. I'm guessing he just has removal in his hand, or I don't know, maybe not. And then what I can do right now is we can actually Maelstrom Pulse this guy. He's not coming back again, that's it. You know, he's done coming back, but he's still got this. And then there's 2 damage here, and then 2 damage to turn after, and yeah, we're just SOL. And the other thing too, again, I'm assuming that the 3 cards that he's just been sitting on are probably removal for anything that I would try to play. Could do this guy with Amplify. Could do this guy, which is going to give us a token. Well, because this guy could give us an extra blocker, we're actually going to go with him. We don't necessarily need a huge guy in play. Having multiple in play would be ideally better. So the end turn, upkeep happens, we get a token. Okay? We choose not to Devour it because it will be used for chump blocking. Potentially. Here's a Bloodghast. It's got a haste. We can block that. So we block the 2/1 with our 4/4. We block this guy with that. Is that the way I want to do this? Yeah. Okay. So we're blocking all his damage here. Our 4/2 still. Whoa, 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 whoa! Are you serious? We're not dead yet? What's happening? What are you doing? What are you pausing for? If you have removal, you should have played it last turn. So I'm really confused if you have removal. Choose not to Devour. What is going on? How are we not dead yet? Okay, my choice now is we're gonna play this guy with Amplify. Okay? And I'm gonna show him both of my dragons, and he's gonna get... he turns into an 11/11. Oh my god. All he needs is to direct 2 damage for us, you know, that's it. Man, oh man, are you serious? I'm gonna attack for 4. How are we not dead yet? How are we not dead yet? Okay, all right. Upkeep happens. Boom, boom. We get a creature. I'm gonna choose. What does it Devour have? It has Devour 2. No, we're gonna choose to just leave it as another chump blocker in case we got things with haste. So he plays a land. He gets Bloodghast. It has haste, but we have chump blockers for it. How are we not dead yet? Okay, I'm gonna block it with my 1/1. Okay. Oh! What is going on? What is going on? Oh my god, are you serious? How are we not dead yet? All right, we're gonna play another Broodmother. Okay. Yeah. And then I can swing. We're gonna swing for 11, 12, 16. Bringing him down to 4. Are you serious? Are we really? No. I refuse to believe we're gonna win this game. I believe that he has been just trolling. And that he has got something to kill me. Like, immediately. I refuse to believe. I refuse to believe we're choosing to devour with that guy. Although there's no good reason for us to. I refuse to believe that we are not dead. He's playing a zombie. He's only got one card left in his hand. What is it? What is the card in your hand? Okay, he plays the Gravecrawler from his graveyard. Okay, what is that one card in your hand? There's no way you can't kill me. All right, I'm just gonna be safe. I'm gonna block with my 5/5 here. The zombie deck doesn't have any instant pump up, so there's nothing that... Are you serious? Are we really... did we really win this game? Did we really win this game? There's no way that we won this. We're gonna play this guy. He has Flying and Haste and Devour. We're gonna choose to Devour. We're gonna choose to Devour these guys. Finish. He's a 10/10. Alright, I can just deal damage. I can just deal 6 damage to him. I'm just gonna try this pre-combat. I'm gonna choose him. And, what? What? Oh my god. I have no idea. I have no idea. We won. We won all 3 games. Those were back-to-back games. Now, I have played and lost plenty of games with this deck, mostly against aggro. I can't believe we just won that last game, though. It blows my mind. All right, here's the deck list. Taking a look. 2 Terramorphic Expanses for some filter land fetch, specifically great for, you know, getting that 3rd red or getting that black mana that you might need. The Bane Fire, Knight's Removal, also can't be countered or prevented if it's 5 or more. Savage Twister for mass damage. If I could have like 2 to 3 of these in the deck, I would totally run them. Because the biggest weakness is the mass Zerg aggro. If more were available, would totally run them. The Dragon Fodder, 3 of those for fodder for the dragons, for the Devour specifically. Borderland Ranger, searching for lands, plus it's a 2/2 early game. It helps stave off that early aggression. Juntarm, nice early removal. I mean, it's multifaceted. You can pump up one of your creatures 2 counters. You can do 2 damage across the board. Great against this deck's weakness. Or you can exile opponent's graveyard, which is great against graveyard fetch decks. Got the Maelstrom Pulse for removal, 4 of those. Cultivate for land fetch. Hellkite Hatchling, it's a 2/2 with Devour 1, gets Flying and Trample if it devoured. The Archwind Dragon, 4/4, Flying Haste. It returns at the end step to your hand. But you know, you get this with the Crucible of Fire in play, like you saw in that first game. It's 7/7 to turn for 4, which isn't bad. Crucible of Fire is pumping up your dragons. This deck is chock full of them, so it's a great card. Explosive Vegetation, land fetch. Broodmate Dragon, it's a 4/4, comes into play. You get another 4/4 dragon in play with Flying. Dragon Broodmother, pretty much this card is the one that won me the last game. You're able to get every upkeep, you get a 1/1 red-green dragon that also has Devour 2. Devour 2, really good. Flame Blast Dragon, Flying. When it attacks, I can deal X and red to deal damage to creature or player. The Predator Dragon, Flying Haste, Devour 2, gets pretty huge, and it's got Flying and Haste. This guy, look at this guy. Flying Haste, enters the battlefield, gain control of all dragons, untap all dragons, and then they have haste. So if you're playing against another dragon deck for some reason, but it's also a 7/7 Flying Haste. This guy, Amplify 3, you show dragons in your hand, it gets +3/+3 for each dragon shown. Flying, you can tap it to deal damage based on the counters that it has. And this guy's Flying, Trample, Haste, you can pump it up, you can also regenerate it. That's the deck, guys. I don't know, wow. I have no idea. It worked, it worked. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned next Friday for another episode of Friday Night Magic. Keep watching and keep owning.